Keys of the game for me would be the offensive rebounds. I think we played with a lot of effort, we played with a lot of pace like I wanted them to, and it showed in the first half. What they did is they adjusted, they got a little bit more physical, they downsized, which got them back into the game, but it was really about the rebounding. The rebounding differential, I think these guys had a total of 48 rebounds to our 29, right? So it's the bigs, it's the guards, it's, Jackson's diving in from the perimeter, so our guards got to do a better job of locating guys, hitting guys, and keeping the wings off the glass, right? It was a lot of the long rebounds that hurt us, but the effort was good. I commend my guys. Our first time playing basketball together. This is our first live game together. We've been practicing against each other for the last 5-6 days. Now we got our first opportunity to play. That's a good team. They got Mannion, draft pick. They got Jackson, draft pick, right? So they got a couple draft picks there. Beauchamp, draft pick, right? Where my guys are trying to fight to prove themselves here, and I give them all the credit today.
What do you think about Camara in his first game?
Oh, it was great. He was great. He did everything we asked him to do. I thought we use him as a Swiss Army knife. We showed that he can bring the ball to the court. He showed that he can play a little 5 and DHO and do a bunch of different things. So I think his first showing in the NBA was really good. Obviously, the numbers look good, but I think his overall character and his demeanor throughout the game, cheering on his teammates, trying to bring his teammates together when the going got a little tough for us, he was the one on the bench talking. So, he was really good, and I tip my hat to him.
Like you mentioned, this is kind of new for you guys as a team. First game, he seemed really comfortable out there and in control and in command. Camara did.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's a basketball player. He's played on some of the biggest stages. Playing at University of Georgia, then going to Dayton. So he's played in front of crowds before. This ain't his first time playing in front of a crowd. So for him, his demeanor, that's just who he is. He's just a calm guy that just knows what to do and when to do it. And he's an instinctual player, and that's what he did. He showed some of his instincts today. So I want to tip my hat to him.
Did Jordan show you enough? I mean, I know he had the knee soreness, but that a precautionary deal with him.
Yeah. See, I'm not. I know it's the knee soreness, and I'm not sure. I'm going to get with the trainers after and figure out what his deal is. But he had a good game. Led his group, commanded the group as a point guard. Obviously, he's trying to transition into that role. So, I think overall for him was he led his team, had us in the game. Obviously, unfortunate events happened. He got a little knee soreness. He had to come out the game. But overall, good game for him.
To your point about Camara as a Swiss Army knife, how did you like him and the poise he showed when he caught the ball in the short roll as a roller?
Man, if he can do that, he gonna have a long career, man. Because he's a wonderful screener. He knows how to hit, tap, and roll and get behind the defense and put a lot of pressure on that rim. He's an athletic human being. So for him, playing in that screen and roll, learning how to pop and play second side basketball is always going to be positive basketball for him. So, like I said, he's a good player. He's a really good player.
You talked about the trust you have in him to put him in different situations. What does it say about him, his defense, that you can go from putting him on a wing to a guy like Toumani Camara?
Hey, it's again when we lose bodies and we had to downsize, he's willing to do whatever it takes, and that's what I really love about him is that he's doing whatever it takes to win. If I need to play him to 5 and have him with guard Taco Fall, he's not shrugging his shoulders. He's like, all right, I got him. All right, so he's embracing all the challenges we throw in front of him, and this is what the summer league's about for him. We're going to put him in different positions and see what he can do offensively, defensively, and he's just got to show us. And tonight I think he showed us a little bit.
How about you just being able to relate to what these guys are going through, getting this opportunity to kind of show what they do and keep their dream alive?
Man, these dudes are they're scrapping. They're playing for a job, and for a long time I was the same way. I was trying to keep a job, right? So, obviously different coaching and playing, but I think everybody in this group got a chip on their shoulder, and they're trying to show the world that they belong. And for me, I'm doing the same, right? So that's kind of how we mesh, and that's what we're trying to prove.
You opened up that third quarter on a 13-3 run. Was it just second half adjustments you weren't prepared for, or was it a lack of effort on your guys' end?
No, it wasn't lack of effort. It wasn't adjustments. They got a little bit more physical. We had some turnovers early in that third quarter, and it was really the offensive rebounding. We got to do a better job defensively handling some of the pick and roll. Some of the simple stuff that we've been working on, we didn't execute in that. But we'll go back to the drawing board. We'll show film in the morning. We'll learn. We'll practice. We'll come out and be ready to play against Miami.